Okay, here we go. On TikTok, I told you we were going to dig deep into the Curtis Jones and Adam Wharton transfer links. And tonight, I'm going to give you the brutal truth. There is no movement. But as a Liverpool fan, that should absolutely worry you more than the massive transfer fee. And tonight, we're going to explain why this stagnation is a red flag and why I'd still take the 40 million for Curtis Jones right now. And to help me to discuss this and answer your comments, I've got my very good friend from Norway, Alred. How you doing, my man? Great to see you.
Yeah, it's been a while now, my friend. It's good to be back.
It's been too long, mate. Too long for me. But let's get straight into this because we have a lot to unpack tonight on this Liverpool transfer roundup. So, Adam Wharton, Liverpool are they are interested, and Adam Wharton has made it clear that he would like to join the club. Now, Crystal Palace are demanding a transfer fee of £80 million. Now, as it currently stands, there is no movement from Liverpool, and there's no talks have taken place. Now, whether Liverpool will go in for Adam Wharton, that remains to be seen. So, first of all, Alred, before we move on to the other one, how do you feel about Liverpool not going in for Adam Wharton and actually no movement at all? Is the transfer fee putting Liverpool off, do you think?
To be really honest, when it comes to transfers, I kind of lose interest. I've known about the Wharton link for months now, like everybody else has. So, but I'm a little bit weird when it comes to transfers because that's also why I kind of had issues with our previous employer. Is because the transfer talk for me sometimes it's 24/7, 365 a year. It is all consuming, and it's always someone putting a link up and a connection to something that isn't really going to materialize. When it comes to Wharton, I'm not sure he's the right fit. I don't want us to buy players just to buy players, but I haven't done any research like you have when it comes to this. So, to be honest, I'm kind of in the dark when it comes to him because one thing is that I don't think we should continue to buy players from lower teams, because if you buy players from lower teams, you will become a lower team, in my opinion. You may get lucky with one or two, but yeah.
It's interesting that you say that because obviously from the transfer fee, you know, I mean, we've got a new guy in charge now, and I'm really excited because if you look at players that Liverpool are targeting now, is Adam Wharton a player that Iraola thinks would fit his system? Maybe that's why they've not made a move for him. Because if you look at the players that Liverpool are linked with, and there's only one player which is dominating transfer talk on Liverpool, every Liverpool channel at the minute, and we'll come to him later on, and we know who he is. But if Adam Wharton's not a Liverpool target because Iraola doesn't rate him, I would sooner have Adam Wharton in than Curtis Jones, to be honest, because I think the position that Adam Wharton plays, in all my time watching football, I've never seen anybody better than him, because he does the dirty work. He doesn't pass it backwards consistently like Curtis Jones does. And he's constantly driving forward. He's on the attack straight away. And that's what we need in midfield. And the players that we're looking at now, Liverpool are targeting very strong and very fast players now. So it's going to be exciting to see what happens when this transfer window when the first domino falls, because I think once the first domino falls, I think Liverpool they'll be relentless. They already are relentless, to be honest with you, because I watched the stream last night on the Liverpool channel, and they had a special guest on, and it was Fabrizio Romano, and he spilled the beans on the latest player who we're after. He's 75% confident this is going to get done.
And that is?
Yan Diamandi. Now, if he's 75% certain it's going to get done, it's not going to be long before it happens. Now, But the
but
thing is,
I agree with you on this one. That I'm looking forward to next season now that pêl-droed is gone, because he killed every fiber of positivity around me and everybody I know. But I I I I think we need to buy clever. I don't.
yeah,
I mean, I'm no huge fan of Curtis Jones. I think he's all right. He's a squad player. But for me, what we need to do in this transfer window is sort out the right and the left wing. We have to
yeah,
sort that one out. We
yeah,
have to get some sort of coverage on the striker position because Ekitike is out until next year,
yeah,
and we have to sort out the right back because
correct,
whatever we have there is best
correct.
put as Chinese glass. They can't play 2 minutes together.
Yeah,
So, in my opinion, if we have to survive, I mean, one thing with Curtis Jones, I agree with you, his back passing and everything, but that is also um, a sign of no movement up front. You have
yeah,
no one to play to.
yeah,
So you have, I mean, I would like to, if he gets one season, if we have to address the other areas first and get proper players in those positions, then I
uh-huh,
can survive one season with Curtis Jones and then
yeah,
take that one next year.
yeah. Now, you brought Curtis Jones up, so and the thing is, Liverpool are very, very busy in the midfield area. They're also targeting a right back. They're also targeting a left back as well. So Liverpool, even though people are not hearing anything, do not be fooled that Liverpool are not doing anything at all. They are extremely busy, and you just like you just said there, Alred. Liverpool need to sort the flanks out. The young man who we've just brought in, who we've just snatched from under Newcastle's noses again,
Mm.
Victor Moyes, he predominantly plays on the right, but he can also play on the left. No, which is a nice option to have. He's 23 years old and he's like shit off a stick. He's rapid. He's absolutely rapid, right? And he's some player, this lad is, and he's what, 23. He's Spanish. He plays for Spain. He's injured at the minute, but it's nothing too serious. And Ariola knows all about him because he plays for the same club. Um,
But
oh,
but he, but he
Ariola.
I, and here's also my issue, and I may get flack for this because I see we are linked to every player in the world.
Of course
It's
we
a
are.
World Cup. It is going on a World Cup in the land of the Orange Giant.
Yeah,
And usually under a World Cup, there is not much activity because they don't want to disrupt the players that
correct,
are playing there. So
correct.
that means it's going to be almost 3-4 weeks
Yeah,
before
yeah,
many of the targets we are linked to. And I agree with you. We may be already talking to their team or their staff or whatever you want to do it.
yeah.
But since the World Cup is going on, nothing is going to the players, maybe except Diomande, who's was an issue before he went. But
Mm,
I think for me, talking about all these players, it is interesting, but it is also kind of pointless because the window hasn't opened yet, and the players are at the World Cup and they need
well,
a couple of days. Uh,
the transfer window's been open 2 weeks now.
it has been, oh yeah,
Yeah, it's
but
been
it hasn't
been
really
open
been
2 weeks.
open
And the thing
because of the
is,
World Cup.
yeah, and the thing is, I'll bring you up to speed on the Curtis Jones situation because while I was prepping this today, something else broke regarding Curtis Jones while I was prepping it. So that's why I had to stop and I did a 60-second TikTok on it. So we're going to go deeper into that. Now, Liverpool are getting very frustrated with Inter Milan because Inter Milan have offered 21 million euros, right?
Mhm.
Now, Liverpool are demanding 30 million, right?
Yeah.
Now, also, so Curtis Jones, he's been speaking to, he's already sorted personal terms out with Inter Milan, sorted. He's keen on the move to Italy because he's been speaking to Federico Chiesa and asking him what it was like living in Italy. And Federico Chiesa told him, he said, it's a beautiful country and the weather's better than England and the food's better. And he ain't wrong either, right? But also this afternoon, Aston Villa are also interested in signing Curtis Jones. Now, Liverpool have told Aston Villa and other suitors in the Premier League that if you want to sign Curtis Jones, we want between 35 and 40 million for him. Now, I would gladly sell Curtis Jones for 40 million pounds, not a problem. So that's the current situation regarding Curtis Jones. Now, the one thing I'm not happy about is with Liverpool, and they're doing it again. They are not considering offering him a contract extension whatsoever. There's no talks ongoing. They're not even starting talks. So if they don't sell him in this window, Liverpool are prepared to keep him next season and let him walk away on a free transfer next summer.
Yeah, but here is what I have to say about that, because it looks like the strategy now is they've kind of figured out we can't play a whole season with European Cups, with national games, and everything like that with a squad of 15.
Yeah.
So the point is,
last season, mate.
wait, yeah. So the point is, we need to boost the squad.
Yes.
I agree with you, and I've said that on stream with you as well. I'm concerned about letting all these players go on free. But again, if our focus this window is to get a better squad, remember we're getting Harvey Elliott back as well.
So okay, so I've got a question.
Well, no. I'm not done. We get Harvey Elliott back. That's one player. We got the Greek Scouser back, who's replacing Robbo. I'm not talking quality, but I'm talking numbers here.
Yeah.
And if we get in 4 or 5 players this year, that means if we keep Curtis Jones, we can replace him next year. If we buy 5 players and kick out 3, we only replaced 3 and gotten 2 in, and that's too little. That is not enough to withstand the next season.
I agree.
So I don't want players to leave on a free, but when it's a rebuild, we need the players we have. And for all we know, Curtis Jones will suit the new system. He suited the system better with Klopp than that he did with the pêl-droed. So maybe he can get a contract extension in 6 months because he's doing well again. Who knows?
So here's my question to you then. What about the player you've just brought up, Harvey Elliott? Now, do you think that because everybody's got a clean slate now under Iraola, they're all starting afresh. So do you think Iraola will use Harvey Elliott and see him as a squad player, or do you think Liverpool will try and move him on?
I think he will. I'm not sure about the level of Elliott compared to the others, but for me it's the same as Curtis. It would be stupid to let players go now while we're trying to make the numbers of the squad bigger. You can't keep sending people away because then you're at status quo. So in my opinion, Elliott should have never left in the first place.
No, because he's had a nightmare over 12 months, hasn't he, at Aston Villa?
Yeah, that's one thing, but he should never have been kicked out anyway, because we had a manager who didn't believe in any players who A, weren't Dutch, or 2, were under the age of 25. Now, I mean, Munoz and Rio, and then get Diomande. Then we have a backup on the right wing with Elliott, where he is at his best. I mean, we need strength in numbers this time. We're not going to buy just to buy, but we need to strengthen the squad in all departments. We had remember the signings we had last year. You know, Isaac and Ekitike and Leone and the other French dude who got injured coming this summer, and Wirtz. Yeah, all these players are going to get into the system as well. They just need help.
Yeah,
we don't need all the $1 million players. We need Diomande. I agree on that one, but we need numbers. And we have a manager who wants to try younger players. We have Naomi,
who
needs a shot. I mean, come on.
And the thing is, as well, there's another player we're targeting as well, who has told PSG he wants to leave, Bradley Barcola.
Barcola.
Right now, Bradley Barcola. Now, I think this is feasible. This because I'm going to explain it now. Now, the only way I think we sign Bradley Barcola. Now, for me, I think he's the most important one out of everybody we're worried for. Because once that first domino falls, now I think Tottenham Hotspur are circulating around Cody Gakpo now. Now, I said on stream last night, Roberto De Zerbi wants Cody Gakpo. Right now,
I'm driving myself.
Now, I don't think Liverpool should sell Cody Gakpo for anything less than Newcastle sold Anthony Gordon to Barcelona, 70 million.
No,
right?
I agree.
Right, that's the starting point of where we sit down and talk negotiations and things. Right.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, if we sell Cody Gakpo to Tottenham Hotspur, it makes sense then for Liverpool to go and sign Bradley Barcola. Would you agree with that or not?
But first of all, when it comes to Gakpo, he's 27. He signed a long extension contract last year, I think it was.
Yeah.
And we know that Gakpo has it in him. We saw it when he first arrived at the club, and we see it in the World Cup. And I have no issue with keeping him one more year because, as I said earlier, we are in shit creek when it comes to offensive players.
Yeah.
And again, it would be stupid for me or anyone else to sit here and say Gakpo is shit when everybody was shit during the last manager when he was trying to do his own football. So he may also, find his way in the new team. I mean, and I've been one of the few, and you don't agree with this, but for me, I would, if we could sell Cody Gakpo for 7 million to Spurs, and if we could get Nunes on a free, I said if, and here's why I would like him, because he has something Gakpo hasn't. He has energy, he has pace, and he has pressing. What were we lacking when Diaz left? Pressing.
Well, they've signed the presser in young Victor Mores because there's nobody presses like him. He's an absolute monster. And Bradley Barcola, I think it makes sense if we sell Gakpo and bring Bradley Barcola in. So then, because we've never the days of Liverpool signing a player like we signed Sadio Mane for 34 million are gone.
Yeah, they are gone.
Those days are long gone. The transfer fees are absolutely
not only
crazy.
for us.
The transfer fees are crazy, and it's killing football. It really is. And like I've said previously on the streams I've been doing this week, whatever other players go to different clubs, it also affects what business Liverpool can do. Now, I don't know if you saw Gakpo play for Holland last night. He absolutely tore he went on the outside, not the inside, got to the bar line and pulled the ball back. And I'm thinking, where's this been? You've never done that in a red shirt at Liverpool. Why are you doing it in an orange shirt?
And I will tell you the reason. And that's the same reason I have kind of defended him all through the season. Because that is what he has been told to do. His job is to get the ball and cut in. Every single time the bald fraud has been standing there and saying this is what you are supposed to do. Now, he suck at it, but that's what he's been told to do. Now, if I am told to go and fix my car, I can fix it. I suck at it. I'm not going to fix shit, but I will try to do it. Because that's what I've been told to do. And that is what the problem is with Gakpo. He was trained into being a one-legged horse, doing the same one-trick horse, doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So, and that's why I'm saying, when it comes to Gakpo, when it comes to Elliott, when it comes to Jones, when it comes to everybody on the team, even Wirtz, when they get the roles that suit them, suit their strength, and gives them maybe a little bit more of freedom to do what's right in that situation, you will get a lot of better players. And
Yeah.
and for me again, when it comes to Nunes, I know it's not going to happen, but for me that would be great business. I know he's going to need a sign-on fee, and I know he's going to get a salary and blah 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 blah. But the point is, if you get a player who loved being here, get a second chance. There's no contest to getting him. He played for Uruguay. He didn't start last night. Did a decent job as well, in my opinion. Almost had an assist. Now, if you get that controlled chaos into a manager who likes controlled chaos, for me, that's. I mean, we signed fucking Balotelli for 40
Yeah.
million or whatever it was. How
Yeah.
see how that worked? This is a free. Come on.
Yeah.
Even Chiesa says he wants to stay now.
Yeah, and the thing is, because I mean, I've looked at the targets for Liverpool who we're looking at in midfield, and there's quite a few. And the thing is, there's another young lad plays for Morocco at the World Cup, Ayoub Bouhaddi, right? Now I think Liverpool should get him in because he's a genius. That lad, he's exactly what we need in midfield. He'd be the ideal replacement for Alexis McAllister for me, right? Unfortunately, McAllister's legs have gone, sadly, right? Now, so Bouhaddi's one. Also, a couple of weeks ago, Liverpool contacted West Ham over Mateus Fernandes. Now, nothing's happened since. It's a little bit quiet on that front. Man United are looking at him. We know that they want him badly. But I did the poll I put on the channel last night after I did the stream. I've had a look at the results this afternoon, and the results are coming on. I said, who should Liverpool's first signing be? And they had four options: Yan Diomande, Bradley Barcola, Adam Wharton, and Ayoub Bouhaddi, right? And the results of the poll were Yan Diomande 80%, 0% for Bradley Barcola, 20% for Adam Wharton, and 0% for Ayoub Bouhaddi.
Barcola, isn't that Ben's favorite player?
It is, yeah. I mean, Ben loves him to bits. He does. Because we were talking about him the other week. Yeah, he's his favorite. I think he'll be his favourite if we got him, if he came in. So Liverpool are looking at the midfield, definitely. They're looking at obviously the right wing, because I think Yan Diomande is Mo Salah's replacement, 100%.
Yeah.
Now, there's not a second big gun in yet, because I've just had a look on social before we came live, and there was things floating about saying that Liverpool have had a 120 million bid turned away. They've only put one bid in, they've not gone back yet. They will do, and they'll get the deal done. But what Liverpool are trying to do, and this is from Fabrizio Romano himself, Liverpool are trying to get the player 100% convinced to join them first. And once that's done, then they'll nail the transfer fee. Then they'll sort it out. So I'm not worried at all on that. But the thing is, Liverpool are making moves in the transfer market, and other fan channels are very concerned about what we're doing. They're not happy. I agree with you, Alred. I think we need a right back. Now, who we target, I can't say, because I don't know. I know there is one we're looking at from Real Vallecano, where Iriola used to play for. We need a centre back. Slotterbeck's just done his ligaments, so he's out for 8 weeks now. So his World Cup's over for Germany. But he will be my target.
And one thing is, remember, we bought Kirkis from Bournemouth. He's going to have a rejuvenating of his career.
He'll flourish, yeah, and I think you'll see the best of Florian Wirtz as well under this fella.
Yeah, and when it comes to the legs of McAllister, we know they've gone, but I mean, okay, it was another time, but we had Jan Mølby on the midfield. He never left the middle circle in the game. So you still can't play with a player who doesn't have the legs if you have the legs around him. Now, we haven't had the legs around him because the legs we had was playing right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so, I mean,
you know what?
I wouldn't mind if McAllister went this season, but again, for me, it is to have a bigger squad, a more competitive squad than last year, that makes us able to play more than 5 games a year.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm going to ask the people who are watching this out there, along with yourself now. So if we sanction the sale of Alexis McAllister, who would you, the viewers of All Red TV, who would you like us to replace him with? Who would be your number one choice? Right, and also, All Red, the same question to you. If we let McAllister go, who are you going to replace him with, and why?
I have no idea. As I said, I haven't followed the rumors of transfer rumors because it's too much. It's too difficult to follow everyone because most of them are clickbait. So I have no clue. But I have more faith in my club, my manager this season than I had last year.
And the thing is, as well, I think the style of football is going to be similar to Jurgen Klopp's under this fella. It's going to be
exactly, because the thing is, Areola has done good with relegation teams. They found a gem here and there, and they made it work. That was very similar to how Jurgen Klopp had his teams. Yeah, in Mainz, in Dortmund, he had to rebuild every year because everybody was sold to Arsenal or to Bayern Munich or whatever it is.
Yeah.
The first years in Liverpool was the same. We built the new training ground. We extended the Anfield 3 times. All this cost money. So I think this is a more right fit for us because, well, we know we've seen more of him than we did the pêl-droed, but we know what he kind of wants to play. And it's, again, I trust this manager to do the right calls more than I did the other one.
Yeah, I think Liverpool fans have got a lot to be optimistic about. Absolutely, because the football is going to be fast. I don't think there's a lot of teams who are not going to be looking forward to playing Liverpool next season now, because the moves.
And then we go back to what happened on the club. The first year we saw the same thing that I think we're going to see this year. Klopp tried and failed. He lost 5-4 and everything, but we saw what he was trying to do. Now the team this manager inherits is way better. So I think the transition is going to be faster and better. He is already Premier League proven. The players are Premier League proven. The only thing that can, fuck us up a little bit is that a lot of players are coming back from the World Cup. There may be injuries, tiredness, but that's not going to happen on Isak because he has played 4 games this last 12 months. But players are, when it comes into when they're coming back from the World Cup, holiday, pre-season, but that happened to City a couple of years ago as well, and I think that's going to work fine. And we have a manager now that wants to use young players, and we have players like Naoni who is on the stepping stone. He needs the chances. If not, he's going to fuck off as well. Now, I would rather have him getting the chances on our team, and then we find out he ain't good enough, and then he can fuck off. But I think he's good enough, but he has to get the chance to prove he's good enough.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'll use the academy as well, because we've just signed 26 young lads to the academy. I mean, one of them is 15 years old. He's an absolute baller, right? And Man City, Man United, and Chelsea they offered him 50 grand a week, and he's turned it down to stay at Liverpool. That tells you everything. So the youth is important at Liverpool, of course it is. But the amount of work I've done on this channel over the last 2 weeks is insane, and the amount the people we're targeting now since the season finished. Liverpool are serious for next season. They are going to be title contenders. They really, really are. I think we'll be Arsenal's biggest threat. I really do. I'm confident.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one, but I'm not sure Arsenal's going to be. When we had the post-season talk, I think we all kind of agreed that Arsenal is going to go back to back when it comes to titles. But with the new rules implemented in the World Cup,
Mm.
that's going to fuck them up real good.
Well, Ben said when we did the stream about 4 nights ago, he actually tipped Arsenal to go back to back. No, I don't agree. I don't, and I think we'll be a bigger threat to Arsenal than what City will be with Maresca.
Yeah, but I agree. I agree with both of you because I agree that they are going to win back to back. But I think we are the best contender to the title. But we all saw how Arsenal played football last year and the year
Yeah,
before and the year before. The
yeah,
time wasting, three players going out to take a throw in, all this, 22 minutes on a corner kick and all that. With the new rules implemented, they are not going to get all that.
no,
That
no,
means half their advantage next season gone. It took that, it's gone. The other half advantage is the referees, and we'll see what happens there. But half the advantage, half the goals they scored came from all this time wasting, players
yeah,
going down, injuries, faking, blah, 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 blah. Now, when those rules are implemented in the Premier League, if the referees there do their job, that's going to hurt them more than any other club, maybe except Newcastle.
yeah. Because the thing is as well is like, I mean, the midfielders were targeting the wingers as well. But when Liverpool come for a player, it's a different kind of knock, and we've got Champions League football, so we can offer them that as well. Now, Yan Diomande, he wants to play for Liverpool. He wants to play in the Champions League. Now, I think we'll get it done. I mean, there's a centre back who's been linked with us. He's come out and released a statement this week, and he said if Liverpool make an approach to the club, he will tell them he wants to leave, and that's Mickey van der Ven from Spurs. Now he's not
Oh,
going
no,
to. If Liverpool don't approach Spurs, he's going to stay at Tottenham. But if Liverpool make an approach for him, he wants to play at Liverpool and he wants to play at the side of Van Dijk.
yeah,
Now,
but I don't want him.
So it's horses for courses, isn't it? We've got to fight. We've got to sign typical Liverpool players like we used to do in the 70s and 80s. That's what we've got to go back to.
Yeah.
Not just picking anybody willy nilly. No,
No, no,
I
no,
mean,
no.
I know the World Cup's on. I can remember Phil Babb playing for the Republic of Ireland. He had a great World Cup, and we signed him, and he did nothing for us. He was horrendous.
But the
So
90s were difficult because we were shit then. We didn't know what to do.
So here's my question to you then. So if Yan Diomande has another baller of a game, next game they play, if he goes out for Ivory Coast and has an absolute stellar performance, are Red Bull Leipzig going to put the transfer fee up again? Off that one game?
I don't. I've heard somewhere that the person who's trying to keep him at Red Bull is Jurgen Klopp. Now,
It is, yeah.
I don't think the transfer fee is based on one game. It's not going to go down if he sucks, or it's going to go through the roof. It has something to do with they value him at 100 million thereabouts.
100 million euros, yeah.
Yeah. So it just depends on how we're going to pay that 100 million euros.
Well, they actually want 112 million for him, right? Now Liverpool have offered 100 million euros, right?
90 plus 10.
I think if they offer 100 million euros and 20 million in add-ons, the deal will get done.
Yeah.
He's told that he doesn't want to stay, and he's not going to sign a new contract.
Exactly, and we all know how it goes when you have a player who doesn't want to be there. Hi, Isaac. Yeah. So if he wants to come and we want him, it's just a matter of how we're going to pay the money. So I'm not concerned about that. And PSG has said they won't do anything as long as he has not publicly stated that he wants to go there, because they don't want to jack up the price or going into a bidding war, because that will fuck up for them later on as well. So
So PSG are not going to do that. They're not prepared to offer what Liverpool are offering PSG.
Exactly, and
So,
and they know if they start to intervene for a player who doesn't want to come and the price we have to pay gets jacked up,
yeah.
who is to say that's not going to happen to them next time? So
But the,
it's kind of a gentleman's agreement, I think.
yeah, and the thing is, it happens at every football club. They all do
Exactly.
it. You know, so that they're all doing it. I mean, Spurs are really busy at the minute. United are making massive moves. City have not done anything yet, but they will do, and you know that, and I know that. Arsenal, they're sniffing around two players that we're after, right? Barcola being
I,
one of them.
I think after the World Cup or after certain teams are knocked out of the qualifying stages, I think things will happen rapidly.
Rapidly, of course it will.
Yeah,
But
it's going to. I think players would like to know this before they go on holiday, uh, or early in the holiday or whatever it is. I think things will happen fast, not only for us but for a lot of the other teams. When it
well,
comes to City, I'm not sure. It's been very quiet, as you said, and
yeah.
that may have something to do with an impending verdict.
Well, that's why I think that something. That's why my gut instinct. I honestly believe that's the reason Pep Guardiola left.
I don't think that's the only reason why I left, but I think that's
I think
maybe
it's a big
a
reason.
big reason.
Now, from what I've been doing some research on it a while ago, when Pep announced he was leaving, and what I found out was it's looking like City are going to be with a 2-year transfer ban and a 60-point deduction.
Yeah, they are. If it all if that's the verdict, they can appeal like
Well, that'll take two
Chelsea did.
years.
Hmm?
That'll take 2 years. It's already taken 4, and we've not had the verdict yet.
Yeah, and remember Chelsea did something like that. They
Yeah,
they got banned with a couple of transfer
yeah,
windows.
yeah.
They appealed, bought 15 players, and when the ban came into place, they had the players they needed anyway. Now
I agree.
that's not going to help you much if you get 60 points deduction, because it's harder to buy players when you know, well, we might stay up or we might be relegated when you come.
Yeah,
So uh, I think
it's
they're going to. Sorry, I just dropped
it,
something.
you're
I,
right.
I, I think I think the transfer ban is one thing, but if they get 60 points, they just have to appeal.
Okay, so here's my question to everybody out there watching this then, and to you, Alfred. If the verdict comes out as it's looking like it is going to be a 2-year transfer ban and a 60-point deduction, which will basically see City relegated,
Mm.
right? So if those two verdicts come out that it's a 2-year transfer ban and a 60-point deduction, here's the kicker now. Do you all agree, do you all feel and agree that an asterisk should be put aside of everything they've won?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I
Because
agree. Why not?
because I got abused on the channel last night, believe it or not, in the comments because I was wearing a Germany shirt. Right?
Yeah, I saw you had one.
Yeah. Now the thing is, what if England go on to win the World Cup? If England go on and win this tournament,
Oh,
should
fuck
there
off.
be an
No.
asterisk at the side of it because their manager's German? Question.
Well, no, but
Right?
no, but that's not. It would be the first time in history that
Yeah.
a national team would have won a World Cup without a homegrown manager.
Yeah, and this is the first World Cup England have played in without any Liverpool players in the squad.
Yeah, and
Do you
and and
know?
you- and believe me, United and Arsenal fan is going to say that's why they won, if they win.
Good evening, Mickey Moolah. How you doing, lad? We've got a new follower. He's on my TikTok, and he's on another Liverpool channel called the Liverpool Patriot. Good evening, Mickey. Nice to see you, mate, and welcome to our TV. It's an honour to welcome you to the community. But I agree with you, Alred, and also talking about the World Cup, your own country, Norway. Now, I read this on social media. You can verify this for me now. Apparently, when Erling Haaland scored his second goal for Norway in the first game, the amount of noise in Norway was that loud it caused an earthquake.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's what I've read.
It hit out on the seismograph. I don't remember how loud it was, but it hit out. Yeah.
Bloody hell! How do you feel that your guys are doing? Are you impressed or are you happy? You've got to support your country, mate. I mean, well, I don't support England, so I can't say that really, can I?
Exactly. I mean, Scousers, when it comes to supporting your country, should shut up. But of course, I want the team to do well. Of course, I do. But, and here's the big but, the Norwegian media is in I don't know what it's called in England, but it's kind of a jerk off circle where every Norwegian reporter is sitting and trying to be they blow everything out of proportions. No one is better than Haaland. No one is better than Ødegaard. We are going to go to the semifinals after we beat Iraq, a shitty team, didn't play well, and it's all so big. I mean, I see Haaland in every fucking commercial nowadays. I'm tired of his ugly hair. It's just too much. I mean,
he's the poster boy for you guys, isn't he? He's the poster boy for you guys, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's 10 times worse than Harry Kane. So I mean, when I see the goals we scored again in Iraq, I mean, the first goal and the second goal that Haaland scored were absolute outstanding goals. The way he puts up the pace on the second goal, gets in on the tip in on the first one, outstanding goals, no question about it.
He's an absolute freak. He's that young lad, and he's only young. He's a freak of nature.
Yeah, he's massive. I mean, when he picks up pace and he comes charging, he's not running, he's charging you down. You shit your pants, and I mean, so I'm not doubting the quality, but the Norwegian media has destroyed it a little bit for me, to be honest. And we beat Iraq. We scored 4-1 in the game. We didn't play well, and in the game before that, we had a training game against Morocco. We drew that one and got pummeled. We didn't have anything to show up for. They were running us around in circles. Right. And we're going to play Senegal tonight. And we'll see what we're made of. We're going to, I mean, we will qualify for the next round as, in the worst case, one of the better number threes. But after that, I'm not sure. It depends on what we get out of it.
Who do you think will win the tournament, to be honest with you? Or are you not really bothered?
As long as it isn't England, as long as it isn't Portugal, as long as it isn't France, I'm kind of okay with most of it, except USA, of course. But yeah.
I mean, I picked Argentina. I just can't see anybody beating Argentina, but winning it back to back is difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, I've always supported Brazil, and so they're my team when Italy isn't there. It's Brazil as well. Yeah, but I have issues because Brazil is filled with assholes now.
You know something? I mean, I don't know about you, but I grew up watching Italy in the World Cup, and it feels really weird not seeing them there. You know?
Yeah, it is weird. It's Italy and Germany and Argentina and Brazil are at least 4 teams that should be in any World Cup. When any of those are missing, it's just weird. It's not right. I mean, it's just wrong. And
And the thing is, it's like you said. I mean, every club in the Premier League and and other leagues around the world, once the World Cup's finished, the main guys will go away on holiday. So they'll probably have 2 weeks off before they join again for pre-season. I mean, Liverpool are in America anyhow. So when pre-season kicks off, we're not going to see any of the main guys playing for us in pre-season. So, and the pre-season, it's just a fitness routine. It's just getting match fitness for me. And the thing is, I still think we need a striker because Etatike is not going to be back till he's actually said he thinks he'll be back for Boxing Day. But if he is, he's not going to be match fit.
No. I mean, if he plays on Boxing Day, he's going to play like you and me. He's going to be shit because he hasn't played football. He's been on crutches for 8 months. Of course, he's going to be shit. So he's going to be match fit next season.
Yeah. I mean, Alexander Isak, he's looked pretty sharp for Sweden. He really, really has. I've been impressed with him. But I'm still, as they say, for me, the jury's still out on Alexander Isak for me in a Liverpool shirt. But look at the fixtures. The first game of the season, Newcastle away. Here's my question. Will Alexander Isak start the first game of the season at St James's Park, or will he be on the bench?
He'll play.
Yeah, and what if the young lad who we've just signed actually makes his debut? Can you imagine how the Geordies are going to be feeling in that stadium? They are going to be... It's going to be out there.
That's going to be the most heated game we have all season if that happens.
And it's an 4:30 kick-off.
Yeah.
And we play the top three from last season at home in the first part of the season. We play them all the way second half. And we've got City in May. And sandwiched in between with City, there's a Champions League game. Then we've got City. There's a Champions League semi-final second leg. And then we've got Chelsea.
Yeah. But City after Champions League game, that's kind of the, that's always every year we get City after a European night.
Well, let me tell you another one. Game week 5 in the Champions League, right? We've got an international break, right? Yeah. After the international break, we play Man United at home.
12:30 kickoff.
Then you've got Champions League week 5. And then after that game, we've got Everton away.
Yeah.
That's a massive week. So
that's business as usual when it comes to the FA.
Yeah. So hit the like and subscribe button. If you've not seen any of the other content, what we've done, it's all on the channel. It's there. You can have a look at it from myself and Alred and the rest of the gang. There's some good stuff on there. I think we should do. We did one on merchandising, didn't we, already a while ago? On basically Liverpool fans being ripped off, and I mentioned it again last night. So I've linked it to this stream. So, and I think it's an ongoing problem, I really do. But anyway, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, hit the notification bell, follow my friend on TikTok, the Norwegian Red. Right now, if you love your ice hockey and that's your thing, and you like blood and thunder and all that business, you need to follow this geezer because he knows more about that than me. I have a problem standing up on skates. Never mind watching the bloody thing.
Norway beat Canada in the bronze final in the World Cup. Come on.
There you go. So it's been wonderful having you back on stream, mate. I've missed you. Don't be away too long again. But I'm back tomorrow night, 8 o'clock as normal, because the reason why the transfer window's open and Liverpool fans want transfer news. And I'm going to try and bring it to you before other people do. But we're not going to put it over the same way the other channels do. So what I want you to do out there, everybody who watches us, you let us know what you want us to talk about. You suggest what the stream should be, what topic it should be, whether it's a certain player, a certain fixture coming up in the new season, a certain transfer you want sorted out, who you think might be leaving. It could be a former player, past and present, anything Liverpool related. You let us know what you want us to talk about, and we'll do it for you. And not only that, because you've suggested the stream, you'll get the mention, you'll get the credit. What do you reckon? Is that a goer?
That's a good one.
Yeah. And also, just to remind you all guys out there, I've set you all a challenge. Now, apparently, Liverpool fans are renowned for sticking together, and if they set a challenge, they rise to it. So the challenge I've set you all is to get this channel to 1,000 subscribers by the end of July and 400 watch hours. Now, if you do that, one of you, all the names, the subscribers will go into a hat, and one of you will be picked out, and you'll win a shirt out of my own collection. And I've got over 200 shirts in my collection.
I also think that if you reach that goal, you will do a lottery who wins the jersey.
Yes.
And we all get to vote what kind of wig you're going to wear for one of the streams.
Wig? I'll behave. No, I'll dress up as Ernie Slot. I'll come back as the bald fraud. What I'll do is I'll just dress up in orange because Ben doesn't mind the dogs, does Because anyway, to the followers who have not seen us before, my brother Alred here, we called him the voice of treason back in the day, right? Because he was. You know I'm right there, brother. You know I'm right. But the thing is, so this has been wonderful. I've really enjoyed this tonight. It's been my night. So that's the transfer latest. So Diamandi will be coming in. Adam Wharton, there is no movement. Curtis Jones has been linked with Aston Villa. Bradley Barcola, he's not going away either. And Fabrizio Romano is 75% convinced he's going to Liverpool. So, them are the main talking points from tonight's transfer roundup with me and Alred. It's been wonderful. I've loved every second of it, and it's gone too fast. So, from me and Alred, we'll see you on the next one. And if Alred's here tomorrow night, that makes it even sweeter because you've seen his ugly mug. Now you know what he looks like. So, when he pops up, the Norwegian red, you know who you're talking to. So, from me and Alred, have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the football. Look after yourselves. And remember, you'll never walk alone. Take care, guys.
Bye.